Hey, yo, what's up, y'all? It's Friday. We ain't got no jobs. We ain't got shit to do. There's a lot of people coming in here today. They want to know what's going on with Crow. Tweet it out. Let's go. No love, you get the slug. See before gusto, your luck low. I didn't know till I was drunk though. You freak niggas played out, get fucked and ate out. Prostitute turned bitch, I got the gauge out. 96 ways I made out. Montana way, the good FELLA. Verbal AK spray, tip the detach. Jump out the range, empty out the ashtray. The glasses A, making mad gases play. Red dot plots, murder schemes, 32 shotguns. Regulate with my guns, 17 rocks gleam for one ring. Don't let me let y'all niggas know one thing. There's one life, one love, so there can only be one king. The highlights of living, Vegas style, roll dice and linen. And terror spinning on millenniums. 20 G bets, I'm winning them. Threats, I'm sending them. Lex from TV sets the minimum. Ill sex, adrenaline, party with villains. A case of demisect to chase the henny wet any click. With the semi-tech, who want it? Diamonds, I flaunt it. Chicken heads flock, I lace them. Fried broil with basil, taste them. Crack your legs way out of formation. It's horizontal how I have them. Fucking me in the Benz wagon. Can it be vanity from Last Dragon? Grab your gun, it's on though. Shit is grimy. Real niggas bucking broad daylight. With the broke Mac, it won't spray right. Don't give a fuck who they hit, as long as the drama's lit. Yo, overnight thugs buggers, they ain't promise shit. Hungry ass hooligans, stay on that piranha shit. Sleep is the cause of the devil. I ain't the type of brother made for you to start. I never sleep. Sleep is the cause of the devil. I ain't the type of brother made for you to start. I never sleep. Sleep is the cause of the devil. I ain't the type of brother made for you to start. I never sleep. Sleep is the cause of the devil. Hey, you can't just steal the laptop like that. At least say good morning to everybody.
Good morning.
That was like half a song.
No, it was only 4 minutes and then one more song.
Unbelievable. There's no school today, y'all. So, happy 3-day weekend. For those of you who haven't seen the data yet this morning, let me find it. Let me find it and put it up top. Wait, did I unfollow a bunch of people? Whoops. All right, here's the data from Chris. And that should shut up most of the people that expected us to be bankrupt today. How's everybody feeling? Chico, what's up, bro?
What up, man? Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. Where you been, bro?
Shit, chilling.
Killing it?
In real life, chilling.
Chilling. What's the move today? Today's 11/11. Chronos projects that are minting. I only know one. It's the crossbreeds. It's the goats. Shout out the goats. I'm still holding the number 1 ranked goat. So.
Oh, they got that that Ibiza thing now, where you switch to 10.
What do you switch?
That VIP to get 10 NFTs or something like that.
Oh, the Aptos one. I have.
Nah. They got
Oh, the original Crow VIP.
Yeah.
You gonna trade it for what? For 10 NFTs to the other one?
Nah, for 10. Like, I don't know, bro. You're gonna get 10 though.
That's kind of strange. What do you think?
I don't even have one, but
I mean, trading one NFT for a 10 pack of another NFT just makes me kind of feel weird. Like the first one wasn't worth anything. I had a VIP. I had an Ibisu VIP. I sold it a long time ago. The floor just wasn't moving. It was at like 16K forever. Citadel, what's up with you, man?
Bro, I'm looking at this picture up at the top, and I'm sure you guys talked about it a little bit, but did you?
We haven't talked about it at all. I got a late start.
Oh my God, bro! Like, what is this 19% allocation to sheep?
You know what's funny is I haven't even fucking looked at it, and yet the group chat that I'm in with Bunny, they're already going nuts about like how much Shiba Crypto.com holds.
Bro, 20% of that $3 billion is Shiba
But
coin.
that's not Chris's fault. That's people like my mom. That's all the old people on Crypto.com that bought Shiba,
Oh my
right? I mean,
God. I don't
that's
know.
not Chris.
I don't know.
That's the customer base, man. We're a bunch of boomers. Like boomers buy Shiba.
Oh, okay, so that's what that's representing.
This is my personal opinion. Looking at it for 10 seconds, because all I know is what goes on around me, and I tell my mother to buy crow, and she buys sheep. So, like, that's what I'm going off of. You can check the tapes, bro.
Oh my God, I gotta look at this again for a minute because this is blowing my mind. I don't know what to think. 20% of the holdings are in sheep, bro. Oh
That's
my God.
huge. That's huge.
But,
You would expect those kinds of numbers for, like, Bitcoin, Ethereum, but that is just a ton of Shiba.
or even crow or something,
Or
like,
even crow. We wish, man. If they had crow, listen to this. We got to get my guy Everything Crypto in here because I want him to run the numbers. I would love to know how much crow would be worth if all those Shiba holders were holding crow instead. Because he's always saying there isn't enough crow for like all the users on the crypto.com platform and the centralized side. And this is a perfect example, man. This is what they're holding. They're not even holding the native token. They're holding Shiba.
is there any like I know we can stake the crow and stuff like that, but is there any on the non-US crypto.com exchange, is there any like kind of incentive like BNB
Rewards?
or
Yeah.
just like so they have all that, they do all that?
Bro, I think they're just holding it with no incentives, no rewards. There's no way to stake Shiba, is there? I've never held it on crypto.com.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm somewhat more familiar with Doge than Shiba, but I don't
Do
really
they
know
have
much about
do they
either of
have
them.
Doge staking? Is there like a
I think Doge has the whole like NFT platform now and
No,
all
I
that. I
know
think
they have it on their own chain now, but I didn't know whether or not there were incentives on the crypto.com platform. Because like I've always said, my introduction to staking to crypto, well, crypto was through Coinbase, but my introduction to staking was on crypto.com, and that was with Matic. They were offering 15% staking rewards for Matic a year ago. I think they're probably still up there around 10. Um, but as a noob, I was just like 15%. That's a lot. So I staked my Matic, and there were always other rewards that I just wasn't taking because they were lower. It was like there were so many other tokens where you could stake them for like 3-4% yield. Um, but I don't remember Shiba. I don't remember seeing Shiba. I
oh,
can
I
go.
see what you're saying now.
You know what I mean? Like, I really think that these people are buying it and holding it with no incentive.
And who's telling people to buy Shiba? Like, where are they hearing Shiba from?
From the hairdresser.
The hairdresser.
No, I'm 100% serious. That is who told my mom to buy Shiba. It was her fucking hairdresser, dude. She
But
doesn't
like,
listen to me.
dude, I don't. But like, where's that lady or that person hearing it from? Because like, I remember, they had the whole Dogecoin on SNL, But like, I don't. Maybe I'm just not paying attention, but I don't hear she been like on the
And when
news or
Doge,
anything.
yeah, dude. And when Doge went on a run, for Saturday Night Live, I was, that was this year last time. That was this time last year. No, no. It was the summertime.
No, it
Whatever,
was around this time.
right?
Yeah.
And it crashed afterwards, and that was my first time seeing the buy the rumor, sell the news. And I had
Oh,
heard it.
bro,
I had heard it, and didn't know what it was. And then I saw it happen, and I was like, "Holy shit!
bro,
This is
that's
this is real."
Yeah, that was one of my best executed trades. Not gonna lie. Like I got the pretty much tip top of Doge. Like
Oh,
that's
break it down, man. We never get to hear these stories. Someone told us a good one yesterday about hitting the top. I love it.
so I remember like the bull. It was kind of everything was just getting started. Doge popped to about like 5 cents or something, like maybe like 6, 7 cents or something. Kind of leveled out at five. I'm like, oh shit! If this shit snaps like XRP snapped, because Doge chart looks just like the XRP chart. It's fucking wild. But so I'm like, if Doge fucking snaps like XRP snapped back in 2017 up to $3, which it did, it snapped right up to fucking 60, 70 cents or whatever it did, which is like the same kind of percentages or whatever. I just remember waking up or like sitting in bed at like 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, bro, I'm not holding this fucking Doge bag. It's like, I'm like, fuck. Like, I market sold that shit. I had like 22,000 of those bitches. I sold them at like 60 cents, like paid off my fucking car, you know? You know, like, it was honestly like one of my best fucking trades ever. Like, for real. That shit was dope.
Yeah, what'd you hit? Like a 12x. If you went 5 cents to 60, that's a 12.
Yeah, I don't know. I threw a couple grand in, like 2, 3 grand or something, pulled out like 16. I threw it all in my car. Like, shit was so dope. Like,
I'm gonna give it to you. Hold on. First soundboard of the day. He did it.
hey.
He did it. He hit the top. We say it never happens. It can be done. It can be done.
No, but you're so on, bro. It's all about like that. Them like I don't know if you guys have seen like the inverse Kramer and stuff like that. Like they're setting people up to like screw the retail investor and man, dude, I hit the pretty much top of Bitcoin too. I just didn't sell my whole bag. Like for real, I sold Bitcoin at 52. Like it wasn't
Bro, that's
like
probably the best move too. Like you never want to dump the whole thing. Well, when it comes to Bitcoin. With a shitcoin, for sure. But
I don't know. I mean, the way I looked at it, honestly, like why I didn't was because it's like, do I really want to try and time the bottom and like hope that like Bitcoin is going to get a full 85, 90% retrace and like be sitting here right now with a bunch of liquidity, like waiting for Bitcoin to like maybe hit 7, 8, 9K. Like, I don't know. It
that's what
wasn't
I'm
worth,
saying. Yeah, that's
yeah.
why I'm saying that, because I hate that. I hate having just USDC on the side and I'm just staring at the fucking screen. Like, I'm much better at swing trading these days. You know, like I'll just buy more of it when it's low, sell more of it when it's high, and always hold it. You know,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, everyone's got their different strategy because like, man, I wish I like, dude, I wish I would have like almost dumped the whole bag when everything was, at the top, and then like been sitting on six figures right now, like waiting to buy back in. You know what I mean? But there's like tax
those
implications for
thoughts will
that, and
drive you
like,
crazy, man. If we're looking
uh,
back at like what we could have done, how many times I could have done something just a little different and been sitting on much bigger bags. I mean, a lot of that was tied to what we do here, you know, investing in these spaces and these people instead of myself. Um, I still feel like this was the way to go. I still feel like this is way more important than um, any of the bags I missed, you know?
yeah, dude, you're telling me I haven't traded like in the past like fucking 2, 3 months, bro. I mean, some of you guys know I've been like learning the solidity and stuff like that. Like, I don't have time to look at charts or anything like that, or even trade NFTs. I'm working on this project and stuff like that. It's like, I,
You're telling
I
me.
wish I,
Hey, hold on. Sorry. Uh, Coffee and Cro 2.0. Act like you know. What are you coming up here with a suitcase and 0 followers? Like I'm gonna let you up. Like waving is gonna make me let you up. Get out of here. Tweet out the room and then get out of here with your suitcase. People are unbelievable, man. Good morning, everybody. Dr. Morse is here. Good morning, Doctor. Joey, Chronos Chibis, and Chrono Balls in the house. Good morning to our Kronos projects down there. Murph, my guy. Priestley, good morning. Everybody's here on time. Sorry, we were 5 minutes late, but like I said, there's no school today, so you don't know what's gonna happen. We can check the charts for you real quick before we hit 9 a.m. here, because things change fast. I just came from a Chili's space. Chili's is up 17% this morning. Aptos also up 15%. I don't know what the fuck's going on over there. Solana's up 10%. Good for them. I'm still not touching Sol. I got to figure out what's going on. We had a great space with some Solana people yesterday. And from what they tell me, they don't give a fuck about FTX. They're doing what they're doing. And they're here for the long term. So I think we should strengthen up our ties with the builders on Solana, but I just don't know about the infrastructure. Lucky Leopards is up here.
What do you mean by the infrastructure?
The chain itself. You know, it's a way different chain than Kronos. Like, we compare them all the time, but they are apples and oranges. The biggest difference being that it's not an EVM chain. Like, it's built on Rust, and that's what these developers over there tell me is their biggest strength is the Rust programming language, and the fact that it's much more compatible, not with programs, but with people. So, like, there's just more developers out there that can code in Rust than in Solidity. So, you know, nobody's here yet. You know what I mean?
That makes no sense to me, because like I'm learning how to code Solidity. So like, what do you mean like no one out here can like code Solidity? Like, I've been working on this stuff for like 3-4 months, and
I know, but it's just you, man. Like, you've been trying to get everybody in here to learn it with you, and how many people have?
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
No,
it's definitely
seriously,
like
how
a
many people have?
dedication. I think like Sweeper was picking it up a little bit. He was picking it up with Bach. I'm pissed I like
No,
missed a
that's
couple of those Bach things on Wednesday. Yeah, there were a couple people in there. I just haven't been there in a couple weeks. I've been meaning to ask him if he's still doing them.
That's something
But
we don't speak
it's
about.
discouraging.
That's something we don't speak about enough is the programming languages and what's actually being used, Alpha.
It might be the first time I've brought it up in here, honestly.
I agree with you 100%. Rust is a lot easier to learn than Solidity. Solidity is one of the hardest languages to ever learn. You guys have to understand, when you're going into programming, you're speaking a whole new language. Rust, C#, Java, Solidity, Python, every one of them are different. It's like speaking Swahili and then English and then fucking Japanese to somebody.
yeah, and like a lot of them have, but they have like, I feel like some of them have like similarities. You know what I mean? So it's like,
They have
but
similar functions, similar call functions and stuff. Yeah.
yeah, it's just kind of like knowing how to navigate through the different languages. Like, you're 100% right. Like, if you don't know what's going on, like learning Solidity is like way different than like running commands in like the terminal or whatever.
And the
You know,
vibe
it's
over
like,
there, man. I'm telling you, like, I was flipped 180 degrees on my head, because I had a completely different idea of what was going on over on Solana from just talking to people from Ethereum and Kronos.
One of the easiest things to start learning how to program and how to learn to read language is just start reading your script on your web pages, bro. I think it's F7 or F8, and your script comes up, and just read the script and see what's going on in the call functions in that one web page that you're on.
So, like, the source code for the web page.
Exactly. That's a script.
Yeah, I remember some conspiracy rabbit hole I went down because there was stuff hidden in the source code of web pages back in the day. There was like a whole network.
bro, all the time. And like, you remember when they would like put words in, like, if they had a black background, they'd like put words in like black or something too, and like
Yeah, it
you'd
was
have to highlight
creepy.
over them.
They
Yeah.
still do that on fucking Etherscan and on Chronoscan and Polyscan, where they're putting messages into the fucking into
The
the
internet creeps aren't going anywhere, bro. They just got older. You know, they're still they're still doing all types of creepy shit. Lucky Leopard Gang, what's good?
There's no gang at the end of that hoe. What's up?
What did I just make that up?
Yeah, you fucking made that up.
Crew, Lucky Leopard
Yeah,
Crew. My bad.
yeah, get your shit right out. No, I'm just playing. Hey, Murph, happy Veterans Day, bro. Anybody else that's a veteran in here, happy Veterans Day. I appreciate your service. You know what I'm saying? Did you find that shit in your wallet, by the way? I want to make sure I didn't send it to a fucking goddamn mystery never ending wallet. You're
Oh,
never gonna
bro.
fucking see it.
Of
Yeah,
course, I never got there. Hold on. I'm
you fucked
opening
now,
it
bro.
right now. NFT wallet, Ethereum, right?
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, I got it with a bandana, red
There you
bandana. You're
go.
gonna tell me we're not gang? That's some crip shit, bro.
I'm going to say something
Uh,
really
uh,
controversial here, and this
sorry,
is coming from
yeah,
a.
it's okay.
Oh, good.
Sorry, I'm not looking at the screen.
All right, I'm going to say something very controversial, and this is coming from a vet.
I'm
So
coming back to Twitter. Hold on.
don't take this the wrong way here. But I get so fucking pissed when I see Veterans Day because it is morphed into this celebration of people that voluntarily decided to do a job. People that voluntarily decided to do a job and now they get venerated. It's ridiculous.
You know I'm a vet too, right? I was just showing Murph respect. That's all. If you click on my page, you'll see I'm a vet too. So I feel you. I feel what you're saying. I feel uncomfortable when people say it to me, but I always say it to other vets. Just
I
I'm
saying.
glad that
do
we can talk
as
honestly
well.
about this stuff in here. It's not just, you know, crypto and shit. Like we're allowed to be honest with each other here, and I'm actually incredibly grateful for that every day.
One of my things is I'm not proud of it, bro. I'm not proud that I went and destroyed a country for my fucking government. I'm not proud of what the military had me do.
Nah, mine's more about the relationships that I had in the military and like the friends that I made. I still talk to a lot of those dudes, the ones that are still around. And I agree. Like when you come back home, that's part of the reason some of us have our issues is because when you come back home and you integrate into normal society, you sit back and you're like, damn, bro, like if somebody came and knocked on my fucking door right now and told me you're coming in my house, I'd probably pull a fucking gun on you too or try to fuck you up as well. So, I mean, I definitely have conflicting feelings for sure, especially because I was an infantryman. So, like, I feel what you're saying for sure, my guy.
So, Leo, let me ask you this, bro, because I was a combat medic, so I got attached right with you infantry guys. Um, it took me 2 years to get my head back on straight. I had to go to the quietest little town in America I could find, and I literally didn't leave my house for 2 fucking years, bro.
Is that how you
Yeah,
ended up in South Dakota?
It actually is. I went from fucking St. Louis area up to Iowa to some little town in Iowa called Orange City, Iowa. And then when I got my head back on straight, I took a federal job in South Dakota.
yeah, you're from the Midwest too, bro. I'm from Kansas City, so I'm not far from you. I got family in the St. Louis area. So no, I feel you, bro. For me, like I just I when I came back home, I realized after a night out with some homies that like I shouldn't drink anymore. And just because not because the alcohol was the problem, but my mind went to fucking shitty places when I would drink. So like I had stopped drinking altogether. And then I started training in MMA, and like that was a good outlet for me. And like now I fight. I'd stopped drinking completely for like 8 years. I didn't have like my first sip of alcohol again until I met my wife. And like I felt comfortable enough around somebody and with myself that I could drink. But even now, like I don't fucking drink anymore. Like I might have a beer here or there, but I just smoke hella weed, bro. But
I always jump on these opportunities to preach uh, an alcohol-free lifestyle. Not because I'm your sober, boring, you know, old fart crypto uncle, but like, you can avoid spontaneous human combustion by giving up alcohol. I was just going down a rabbit hole last night. You know, everybody that spontaneously combusts is a drinker and a smoker. You gotta think about these things, man.
A drinker and a smoker? Are you serious?
Yeah,
Holy fuck. Bro, those spontaneous human combustion stories are fucking crazy
they're
because like,
crazy.
there's
They're
nothing
so
left of the
crazy.
body. There's like, they're gone. It's fucking absolutely insane.
Except for their feet. Your feet and
Yep,
your
yep,
shoes are
their feet
always
and their
there.
ankles. Yep.
Really wild, man. So I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. Foxes, what's up? Is that Morse code, Zeus? What are you doing? Joey, what? We getting rugged?
Can
Oh
you hear me?
God. Oh boy.
I hear you nice and clear, Alpha. Joey,
That's the
you are
weirdest
a
shit.
rugged.
Yeah, hold on. I
Yeah,
had
I'm
to
gonna.
come up here. You telling me spontaneous human combustion is like real? Like people would
Oh
blow
fuck
up?
yeah,
Fuck
it's real,
The
yes,
man.
it's
fuck?
real, bro. It's documented. There's medical documentation of it,
Hundreds,
bro.
hundreds of instances, man, documented.
This is like something I gotta go down the rabbit hole on, yo. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all gonna have me looking this
And
So
shit up.
I'm
some of
not
the
gonna
old
apologize, man. Y'all
some of
need to
the
fucking
old
know this
medical
shit.
journals, if you start going through some of the old medical journals, you will come across some crazy fucking shit, bro, that they do not talk about in today's world. Like Madame Curie, bro, the lady that discovered radioactive shit, right? She used to have regular seances and used to medically document them. There used to be an old boy called Edgar Casey. Edgar Casey was medically documented of having prophecies, and he was like 95% accurate all the time. And these things are medically documented, and they don't want you knowing about this shit nowadays. Another one, did you listen to the Joe Rogan with Graham Hancock this last week, Alpha?
No, sir. No.
Okay, so they're doing DMT experiments, and for the most part, they're only allowed to keep somebody in a DMT state for about 15 to 20 minutes, right? But they've created this new DMT drip where it's like a morphine drip.
What, dude?
Yes, bro. Yes, bro. And so they got this DMT drip that keeps these motherfuckers in this state for like an hour, right? And they're doing experiments on these people, and they're all coming back saying that they spoke to the same entities. Okay,
Did they
not
find
different
out where
entities.
Bitcoin is going?
No,
That's
but
all I want to know.
they're saying they're speaking to the same entities in this state, bro. Not that it's a different, but the same being. It's fucking crazy.
Hey, I got I got lots of questions and very few answers, but you guys can hit the mic button and come on up here.
Yo, so I don't know much about that, but I was reading something about some group of people. I think it was like Terrence McKenna or something. I don't know the name exactly, but they all tripped on DMT and all saw like the same like elf-like
So
creatures like
you
climb
are
up some like
talking.
cliff and all come talk to them, and they all had the same experiences, and it's crazy, bro. Like how do you
So
had
you definitely
it's
are
nuts.
talking about Terrence McKenna. Terrence McKenna was one of the very early studiers of DMT and of mushrooms, of psilocybin, and his work, along with Graham Hancock and the dude that wrote The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross.
It's wild, wild stuff, bro. It's hard not to look into it.
I'm tapped in, man.
No, just about every religion we can go into has some type of experience with altered states of consciousness, whether it's mushrooms, psilocybin, blue lotus leaves. The Egyptians used to use blue lotus. The Christians use psilocybin mushrooms. That's the manga from heaven. Um, why do you think the fucking priests look like a goddamn mushroom in the Old Testament? I mean, yeah.
We're big we're big believers in um psychedelics for depression treatment. I mean, there's reasons that the human psyche is so out of whack, and mushrooms
The very
seem to.
first time I actually really experimented with mushrooms after the army, and when I got out of that mind frame, it helped me, bro. It brought me right out of it, and that's what did it for me was fucking mushrooms. Mushrooms about 12 years ago, 12, 15 years ago, fucking flipped me and turned me into who I am now.
I'm
I
with you.
microdose all the time. My bad, Alpha.
No, for real. I mean, I had a feeling from a young age when we started taking mushrooms as teenagers that like there was something much more powerful going on with it, and I started taking them by myself. I
That's
was
what I do
going in
too.
the woods.
I don't like getting in a group atmosphere either, Alpha. I like kind of doing it kind of like a meditation thing, and then I go into this state of, just kind of getting everything out. And this is gonna sound really weird, but I'll like close my eyes and I see the explosions happening, and it feels like my brain connections are being reconnected, like they're being healed. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because it's exactly what's going on. It's like
And then the way
100%.
I do it is I take my mushrooms, I put them in my grinder, I grind them up, and I put them in a little shot glass, and I fill it up full of lemon juice, and I let that lemon juice sit for about 20 minutes, activate that psilocybin, and I take the shot, bro.
that's heavy. Yeah,
This is awesome. So
because that's a lot of vitamin C. Yeah.
I love these spaces, man. So we got some in the works right now. I should have some mushrooms in like 2 weeks. So I'm all stoked. And I've been talking about it. I used to party a lot too. Speaking of drinking, I'm not against drinking because it can be fun, but I used to party way too hard. And I was like, man, I want to do something exciting. So I started throwing money into crypto. And I was like, shit, man. Instead of me going to the bar and blowing $300 a weekend, even if I lose 50% of my crypto, let's say, I'm still up 50%. Because if I would have went out, I would have blown every fucking dollar.
Much more
So
exciting, much
this is
sexier. I mean, it's a much better way to spend your money.
another thing to keep in mind with mushrooms as well is if you ever get caught with them, you can only get busted if you knew they were mushrooms. Okay, the law is you have to know they were psilocybin mushrooms. So you can pretend like I didn't know what the fuck they were. I went out and picked them in a forest. That's how I got out of my last case.
Always play dumb. Always.
Exactly. I told the state's attorney, I was like, well, it's going to be pretty hard for you to convince a jury that I knew that those were psilocybin mushrooms since you found them in my garage and there was nobody there with you when you found them.
Isn't that just everyone's natural reaction? I mean, I watch Cops. You know, I've
Well,
seen
well,
I've seen people get busted. Everybody does that.
it
They're like that. I don't know what that is. I don't know where that came from.
is. Exactly. But the thing, the problem is that unless they find it on you, okay, they don't have any direct evidence that you knew about it. I mean, there's nothing
Shit.
to suggest.
They gave me fucking 8 years for mushrooms and LSD.
Well, you gotta know how the law works, bro. It doesn't work off of assumptions. Can you prove that I knew that what that was? Can you prove that I knew that that was in my
You gonna
possession?
tell me you don't
You
know what a
can't.
pound and 20 ounces or 20 ounces of mushrooms is? Come on, bro. They're gonna lock your ass up.
Yeah, I only had a half ounce last time.
Yeah, you gotta take
Yeah,
it
I got
easy.
caught with 20 ounces and 145 doses of acid.
Um, we made it through another Halloween without any kids taking rainbow fentanyl or licking giant free sheets of acid. It's
So,
amazing.
hey, that is one thing I want to fucking talk about real quick. This fucking fentanyl scare. The
It
so-called
wasn't a fentanyl scare
no,
ever.
just hold on. The fucking cops run around saying that they have cops fucking literally passing out and literally having heart attacks from being in contact with fentanyl. And it's like, okay, these cops are passing out from being near fentanyl, but I got homies that are literally injecting this shit and literally snorting this shit. You guys are either you guys are making some shit up or my homies are making some shit up
I
because these
remember
guys
that.
are
I
putting
remember looking into this because there was like a spat of these things happening across the country at the same time, and it was almost like mass hysteria because there were cops,
exactly,
right?
exactly.
It
Yep,
was
yep.
all in their head. It,
It was. And so we found out that they were lying about that. And I mean, yeah, fentanyl's bad and shit, but I
yeah,
mean,
either lying about it or actually feeling it because your brain can do that to you. Like mass hysteria is a real thing, and it still
the
happens.
fucking placebo effect, bro.
Yeah, people freak out and they think shit is real. What's up, Tonka?
Oh yeah, I was just talking about the fentanyl thing, man. Like my friends are janitors at like the public library, the town I live in, and they went in and cleaned up the restrooms and came in contact with it. It made them OD.
Yeah.
So I think the contact thing, like you could definitely like just come in contact with it and die.
Oh, for
Well,
sure.
and then that's what I'm wondering about. Okay, so your friends are cleaning a bathroom, come in contact with it, and they OD. But what about the people that were fucking doing it? They had to have been touching it and doing other shit. Okay.
They
That's
build up
fine, brother.
tolerances that are pretty intense. But like exposure has to be real exposure, right? It's got to be like it gets into your nasal cavity or it, because like it.
No, it's just spores. It's porous, man. You can just touch
Yeah,
it.
and that's what the other stories are is that they get it directly through their skin pores, right? It dissolves through their skin pores. But again, I don't understand how some guy could be snorting a fucking line and then the other guy gets one grain on his fucking palm and
Well,
dies.
that's why I'm saying the nasal cavity, because if it anything that goes transdermal it reduces the potency by like 100%, or 10 times, whatever it is. So like to have that type of effect through the skin would have to be a lot of fentanyl. You really have.
So my wife's best friend died about 8 months ago on a fentanyl overdose. And what she was doing was this bitch was taking those fentanyl patches, right? The transdermal fentanyl patches, and they rip those motherfuckers open and chew on them, bro. Have you heard of that, Alpha?
Yeah, I mean, I've working in recovery. Like I've heard all the stories. People cook the transdermal patches to shoot them, but again, it's a chemical change. So I don't know. I'm just saying that like the mind is a powerful thing. Those drugs are definitely powerful, and just so everybody's clear, and we can change the subject. The rainbow fentanyl scare was about um just colored pills coming into the country, but like no drug dealer in history has ever targeted children because A, they have no money, and B, they're very small, and they will die, and then nobody's happy. So the scaring people shit is just that's what I'm not into. I'm not into the mass hysteria that's caused by the media, and that's what I was touching on there. It's 9:15 though. How many people we got in here? Almost 50. We're almost at our normal levels here. How many retweets? 11? 15. Hey, I'm going to make it 16. I'm going to retweet my own shit. And any of y'all can come up here, man. We're not just talking about fentanyl. We're talking about everything.
Yeah, I'll give everyone who retweets a mint pass.
Holy shit.
Just
Let's
post
go.
your OX. Post your OX in the thread thing where it's got, I don't know, the 21, 22 retweets. Just post your OX, and then I'll message you once it's added.
Don't be scared, y'all. It's a public wallet address. Just like the one we posted up top. That is Daddy's wallet. We got the links right here. Guess what Daddy's holding? A whole lot of Shiba. A whole load of it.
What's up?
Why? I don't know.
What's good, brother?
I don't
How you
know.
doing? How you doing? What's
Hey,
good?
yo.
What's good,
What's up?
What's good, my guy?
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, brother.
There's a lot of good stuff.
Alpha, you had me crying when you said those fools were taking the patches and we're like cooking them up and shooting them, man. I was crying, dog. I almost spit my cereal out. I'm over here fucking dying.
I mean, I'm not a comedian, bro. I'm just telling you what's happening.
No, that's what I was about to say because it's like at some point in time, I know that we all have experiences of getting ourselves into shit we like think we're down for, and then you know how you have an experience when you're in the middle of something and you're like, yo, this might have been a bad idea. I believe that some people get themselves into too much shit. It's like, bro, like First foremost, I'm not into getting like high. Like I'm cool, bro. Like you guys can keep it. Like I'm just staying focused. And a lot of people that are in this space right now have been through a lot of shit, and they're just not here to like fuck around. Like everything in life is like it's not so serious. It's just like we have our fun, but you might blaze some tree or whatever. But in real life, people are here to change their lives. And some people ask for trouble and ask for themselves to get the shit into the stick. And then you hear these people heading towards these like excuses for them, like, oh, they were sad and whatever. So when you had said like these fools are literally going either through the streets or they're going to the hospital or to the pharmacy to get this package, that's a lot of energy. Driving back to their house, figuring out how to cut this goddamn thing open, squeeze this clear jelly out and like cook it, and then like put it in the syringe and shoot in their arm. Like, goddamn, man. Like, yeah, it sounds like to me that you are setting yourself up for failure. I'm gonna be honest with you. How could you even operate through society with doing drugs? I'm gonna say this. Every man and woman in this room right now that's in this space, please retweet this spot right now. If you get a chance, please retweet it. Be that person in the morning that wakes up and is ready to kick some ass, right? Retweet this spot. And this is just for proactive people that are ready to change their lives. Let's get that bag. Let's push this space and let's fucking go. And you know the rules. Tap in if you guys want to follow. But man, hit up Alpha, drop the recipe, retweet the fucking space now. You know what I mean?
Let's go, baby. I can tell you, just real quick, my experience. I never saw it coming. I never saw. I mean, and this is probably a cliche, right? It's just like I woke up one day and was like, how the fuck did I get here? I was 30 years old and I was taking fucking everything, bro. I was on everything. And I would go to sleep at night and literally have the thought, people that I know have taken less and not woken up. You know what I'm saying? And going to bed knowing that. And it's like, that was 10 years ago. I was a completely different person. And I don't know how I got there. It just,
I
life
think it's
happens to you.
I think it's those nights though when you're praying on your pillow because you're like, holy shit, I took a lot of shit, and your heart's pounding too fast or it's pounding too slow, and
I'll
you're
never
like,
forget
fuck,
that feeling, man. I'll never forget that feeling.
please don't let me die tonight. Like I'm trying to get back to this bag. Please don't let me fucking die.
Yeah, but and then I had 2 kids, and that really changes everything.
That's right.
That's what happened to me at 30.
Missed you. Where
Oh, that's cute.
Grandkids at 40, buddy.
Who said that? Foxy? Was that you, Foxy?
Well, that's Tonka.
emotional damage.
I can't tell where any of these sounds are coming from.
Yeah, my daughter made me a grandpa.
I swear I thought it was you.
Bruh.
Ain't me, man. I thought Zeus was having some serious sound problems. I can't get him to talk.
Well, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Sly
then
Fox.
who did I just boot that said Foxes?
That's the soundboard. I got a new soundboard.
You fucker.
You
are
Sly Fox.
tripping me out. It's 9:20. It's 4:20 somewhere. Happy 420 to our friends in Riyadh. But I'm not there yet, bro. All right, I'm letting the Foxes back up, but they better goddamn behave themselves. Where'd you get that soundboard?
It's called myinstance.com. They have a bunch of other sounds.
So this is what everyone was talking about last year when they were like, you need to make a soundboard.
Yeah, you run an Android emulator on your computer. And
I made a soundboard.
Or if you have a keyboard.
Austin, which means that I must still have it in my outgoing email. because I sent it from the recording studio. You guys remember that soundboard? It was a lot of Shut Up Wavy and hundreds for the ETH. And then they took the hundreds away, and now we have them back. So maybe I should go through my old emails and find the soundboard from a year ago that Crypto Diamond gave Levi $1,000 for his NFT for. My kid set the floor at $1,000. He still thinks that he can draw a picture and get $1,000 like anytime he wants. You heard me say that. These kids, man. Are you listening to everything? Well, that's good.
What have you
He said.
created, Alpha?
He said no.
Hey, he said no. Yeah, he is.
These kids, man. There's no school today. Foxes, I already let you out. Here, Zeus, I'll co-host you so you can bring yourself up. Thank God we worked that out. Oh, man. You know we haven't talked crypto once this morning. Proud of you guys. I hope everyone's had a chance to look at our only pinned tweet, because I haven't. $2.9 million. Nope, $1 billion. And 20% of it is Shiba. How much Shiba is that? A lot.
Like
That's a lot of
$1,000,000.
That's a lot of goddamn Shiba, boy.
We got more Shiba than Ethereum, and we're a goddamn EVM chain. That is not good. I'm going to say that is no bueno.
Still a lot of goddamn Shiba, boy.
That, like, what the fuck? We could crash Shiba. Crypto.com could crash Shiba on its own. Just zoop. Here, I got it, Zeus. Don't even worry about it. Do we still not know how to feel about this? I'm going to put my flag in the ground. I say this is bad. 20% Shiba? That's bad.
You know what else is bad?
What?
This Oculus is glitching.
The Oculus is glitching.
It keeps shutting off, and I have to restart it.
Bruh.
Tough life, man.
Bruh.
Bruh.
That is kind of funny.
Yeah, you think they're funny?
Yeah.
Get out of here. Just charge it. That's probably what you got to do. This kid's walking around with an Oculus on. How do you even see where you're going?
They got night vision on those things. No, that shit's sick.
He never lets me wear it.
There's cameras on the outer rim. Look. This is your nose.
That is my nose.
This is your mouth. Your phone is right here.
Amazing.
This is a Coke bottle.
It's empty.
Exactly.
Hey. Welcome to Coffee
Hey.
and Cro. If you're new here, there's 50 of y'all and 25 retweets. That's a 50% retweet ratio. Is that good? Pretty good. It ain't bad. You know, Cro isn't even on the list.
That's
30%
crazy.
Bitcoin, 20% Shiba, 15% ETH, 7% USDC. Cro doesn't even make the chart. I bet it's the... No, they just lump everything else into other. I need a more detailed...
Emotional, damn it!
We're all emotionally damaged. You know what's interesting though is how everybody's acting like they didn't say we were going to 0 2 days ago. You notice that?
We still might get another leg down, bro. But
yeah, I mean, we've been saying the whole time, we've never called the bottom in here. That is just the dumbest thing you could ever do in crypto, is try and call the fucking bottom. I don't know why people continue to do it. Because it can always go down. And even when it's at the bottom, it can always go down more.
What's
That is
dumping
one
right
thing
now?
I've learned.
Bitcoin's down 6%. It just
Since
went off the
when?
cliff. Like right now.
Just now. Okay. We should stop looking. Every time I look, this happens. So, what do they call that when you have a little mini bull run and then it drops off a cliff the next day? They call it something.
A fake out?
A bull trap. Bull trap.
Bull trap or a relief rally.
It's like a giant mouse trap. It's a bull trap. Blah! Alexander
It's like
English.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
Do you guys think 32 followers is good enough? Gotta be. I'll give him 33, and I'm gonna add him up. We're gonna roll the dice.
For me, Alpha, it's just like it's cool to like it's everything's just a guesstimation as far as like the markets go, because like we're at like this financial situation right now, state to state, country country, everybody's kind of going through it, but people that are keeping faith with certain coins, certain assets, I believe that holding tight and even trading sometimes, it's important for our generation, man. Like this shit's changing, all
Bro,
these digital
preach.
currencies and shit. This shit's crazy. Like,
That's exactly how I
know?
feel. Like I trade sometimes, and I'm like, this is good just for volume. I'm just creating volume right now. Someone's got to do it. We got to use these coins. We got to use these chains. We can't just look at the news like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I mean,
Like,
all it's gonna do though, Alpha, later on in life, like say 5, 10, 15 years from now, if anyone's like lazy enough to just rely on cryptocurrency or NFTs or blockchain, I fuck with it. It's changed my life as an artist, as an entrepreneur, XYZ, but all of us moving towards this digital aspect of having digital businesses, not working a 9 to 5, pulling in that 16 hours a day instead of just the 9 to 5 digging ditches and putting on boots every day. Changing the algorithm, the way that we think, is most important. If 5 to 10 years from now, people having digital businesses as well as exchanging these assets, these digital assets and these crypto assets for leverage or positions, I think it's very important, as well as trading goods for them. This is going to be in fashion, especially with the new CBDCs that are coming out. That's going to be mandatory for people's bank accounts. All these banks are switching over to CBDCs. So, I believe that everybody registering, creating their trademarks, creating LLCs, creating online businesses, is just the way it is. Like, there's no fighting it now. That's just the way it is. And people are going to be blown away. And then mark my words, I said this, in 5 to 7 years from now, people are going to be blown away when they see robots working your fucking job. I swear on everything. I'm being transparent now. I was with my daughter at Target, minding our own goddamn business. And we were checking out, and Jamba Juice had a robotic Jamba Juice maker right there on the spot. And it was packed. Like, it wasn't, there was moms and shit. No disrespect. There was a lot of moms in line with their kids, and I get it. But everyone has their phones out, and they're filming this thing, making their drinks. So, okay, if the line's packed on this, you're going to see this digital format push into fashion. Every time you go to the store, you see digital counters now. Amazon just came out with their basically their CBDC system. You don't even have to have cash anymore. You walk in, grab your shit, and you leave.
yeah, man.
That's
And
what's
you remember,
moving.
right? Like, Aptos, by the way, is up 15% today. But the team that built Aptos is the exact team that built Libra for Facebook years ago.
I remember that. Like,
and they
4
got
years ago.
shut the fuck down because, like, it's not that it was a bad idea. It's a great idea. It's the same idea that all these countries are having finally. But like a global currency is beyond what any government can do. And like, that's why now they're fighting it. But like, we're changing the Overton window. That's what we've been doing on Twitter, is like we talked about the Overton window last week. Like society doesn't know how to talk about things until we all come to a consensus about something. And then it slowly changes, but it has to be brought into the lexicon.
And you know, honestly, brother, as safe as it may sound, these people like Oculus. Your son has Oculus. My nephews have Oculus. It's a big wave. Like when they really dial in with these Apple glasses, and when Elon Musk literally decides to have glasses that can use XR, AR, and VR, then we're going to be in a different position. It's not going to be like you just said. Oh, you can't even see through that thing. He's like, there's a Coke bottle right here. There's a magazine right there. He's like, because it has night vision on it.
He missed my nose though. By the way, I didn't blow up his spot, but he poked me in the eye and then he touched my nose. So, like, they work.
The crazy thing is it's safe to say within the next 3 years. Okay, I'm in Silicon Valley, San Francisco, Northern California. This hologram technology is going to take everything to the next fucking level. And I really mean that. And no one sees it coming from the back end. So everybody that's holding these positions of assets and coins, yeah, Shiba too. Somebody might want Shiba. Hey, you want to see this this video right here? Yeah, what's up? It's a holographic video. I'm going to send you the link via QR code. Scan it, put in your passcode, and you'll have access. But it does cost, once you press accept, it does cost 0.005 Shiba. All right, cool. And then they watch the video on holographic augmented reality. Now, with that being said, NFTs will be 3D augmented, right? Holographic technology will be implemented. And that's when you're going to see people trying to flood. Your rooms are going to be banging so hard. Fools are going to be at your door begging for you to show them how to do it.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know
Augmented. It's not virtual reality. It's augmented reality. That's
right.
That's where it's going. 100%, man. I'm with you.
I got the opportunity to speak to a few CEOs. One from I met and interviewed the CEO from DeLorean. I also got an opportunity to meet and have a good meeting for, I don't know, he gave me like 2 hours of his time. It's a gentleman from Silicon Valley. I don't want to disclose all the information, but he's in lead of holographic technology, and his holographic technology does not need any fog. It doesn't need any mist. And it's all based off of tiles. So
he's not the Tupac guy, though, right? Because
no,
I remember that guy. The guy that ran the hologram company that did Tupac at Coachella.
Yeah, no.
That guy's a sleazeball.
Yeah, no, that's not him. No,
all right,
no, not that guy. Yeah, I would have hung up in his face the second he was like, yeah, I did Tupac. I would have been like, fuck you, and hung up in his face. But this guy, he's super genuine. He's more on the lines of like active holographics that move, and like they have like what is it, like air compression machines that if let's say if a lizard licks a leaf, the second that it stretches out and hits the leaf, that they blow air on the leaf and make it look like it's moving. XYZ, just really crazy shit.
Yo, I was in a space with these guys the other day. They said they're doing olfactory nozzles, so like scents get released into your environment.
Yeah, you can smell and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, this shit's about to take the floor, dude. I'm dead ass serious. And like, as much as we're educating ourselves about cryptocurrency and hear people like, oh yeah, I know where shit's gonna be at. It's gonna be here. Like, okay, that's cool, man. Kudos to the individuals that know everything and their balls swell up because
you never know,
they
man.
know.
We got all types of people in here. We got some new people up here. Ayaz with their hand up. Maybe they know everything.
Let's go.
What's up, Ayaz?
Can I speak?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah, this is Ayaz. And I have humbly request who has blue tick and I am on Twitter, and I created account recently 2022, and I need your support. Who has blue tick? Please mention my account on your Twitter post to follow to tell your follower follow me and support me, please.
So
I
you
am.
got deleted off of Twitter, and you need our help getting your old account back.
Yeah, I need a follower because I have created in 2022. I especially request to who has blue tick.
A blue
Please
tick,
support.
a real blue tick, or a bot blue tick? Because how'd you
I
get kicked off? What were you impersonating Elon? Because that's how everybody got kicked off this week.
Yeah, I need followers. Please, who has blue tick, uh, mention my account on your Twitter post and tell your Twitter family to follow me and support him. Please. Thank you so
And
much.
let me ask you a question, brother. Let's say if someone does follow you, what's the message that you're promoting on your page? What is the product, business, XYZ that you're promoting?
Yeah, because I can't read Urdu. That is
Oh,
Urdu,
blue
right?
check. My bad. I was like, what is blue check? My bad.
Blue tick, blue check. Yeah, baby.
But on the augmented reality thing, if it's all quiet now, but
You
there's a place here.
all
Oh, sorry.
understand my point, what I'm saying right now.
Hold up.
I think you all understand my point, what I am saying.
I hear you. What did your old account have? Was it like huge?
No, I need followers in Twitter account. I need followers Twitter account. Please mention my
Yeah, I know.
account on.
You can always buy them or something. You've got Imran Khan here. He's got 18.2 million followers, bro. You should ask him.
Yeah, yeah. I'm belong to Pakistan and I support Iran.
Well, I think your alarm's going off, bud.
Yeah, that shit's fucking my ears up,
Yeah,
brother.
I'm gonna have to mute you.
That shit's fucking me up.
Thanks for coming though. Oh my god, dude. Now I'm gonna boot you. And here's the thing. I hate
Yeah,
doing
that's
that.
crazy.
I really
Yeah,
do.
that's crazy.
I let people up here because I want to know what's going on. I want to know what's going on in Pakistan. Nobody tells me. But like that's just out of pocket.
I thought
God damn.
Alpha had this awesome sound effect now, and he was like, "Hey, man, you're just getting calm." I was like, "What a genius idea!" And it was not him. That's amazing.
Shit. Feeny, what's going on with Candy? Damn. Zaza, what's going
No,
on
I'm
up?
here, bud. I'm here, bud. I just had to take a little stroll back over to the phone.
Oh, that's cool.
How you doing, Alpha?
Better now.
Awesome, buddy. Yeah. And Candyman. Well, we've got a lot going on over the weekend. We're just put out an announcement in the Discord there. We're waiting on Apple to do a reset, and then we'll be able to start betting candy again on Google Play, on Apple Store. So that's kind of exciting. Once that gets going again, we can start marketing that. I'm looking forward to getting the marketing campaign going on. There's NFT staking that's getting live over the weekend. So yeah, the team's working pretty solid. We got 3 different checkpoints we want to come out with over the weekend. Hopefully by Sunday night, we're announcing how it's all going.
Dope. I appreciate the update. There you go. That's the word. Loving what's going on Board Candy this weekend. Wait, so what? Do we have any news on the farms?
Let me get over to the computer and actually get some details on how this all went down. Give me a half a second.
I'm like itching, excited for the new farms on Board Candy. I don't even know if some of these old dexes are even going to stick around. Like, whatever happened to Ducky DeFi? Like, those guys have a Dex with farms, and like, they're just not around. Crofy, Ducky DeFi. We've got a couple that are just like sitting at the bottom of the pile. Like, someone should pick them up. I'll pick up one of them.
See, I'm not going to go. I can't go out on record and give an update on the farms. Voodoo's the guy that's always on top of that. And see, he's sitting in his neighbor's yard right now, stealing their internet because his internet's down. So that's why he's probably not kicking right now.
That's rough.
Can't believe you, Alpha, talking about Ducky DeFi. Like, it didn't just like go completely belly up and been completely inactive.
Wait, was that recently?
No, this is like I mean, this is Johnny G's. This is my other account, but the Ducky DeFi I got into back when you were into it, and I just watched that thing go to zero. Everything that I had in there.
I've had Ducky or Deg or whatever in that auto compounding pool forever, and I just sold it last week. So I hope I didn't crash Ducky DeFi.
You might have, Alpha.
Way to go, man. Way to go.
I thought it was cute. It was a cute little platform, and they liked Adam as much as I did. But shit, if they didn't drop some NFTs and then disappear.
I haven't heard anything, and then I don't know if anyone else has heard anything, but
it's such a bummer, man. I still can't figure out like what people are thinking on the other end of things. Like, they've got a protocol, they've got users, they don't communicate with them, and then they're just like, I'm just gonna leave this here and I'm just gonna walk away. I don't get it. What's up, Gray?
Not a whole lot. Morning, Alpha. Hope you're doing well today. Just heard all the talk about Ducky, and I was fairly deep in Ducky, still kind of am, and that shit hurts, bro.
You got your egg. You got your egg token,
man.
Wait, we gotta take this one slow, because A, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. B, how did we start? How did you get so deep into the Ducks?
Well, I started, I guess, investing in it the day it came out on the DeFi wallet, and I 20x'd in like 24 hours. So I was like just stoked on the project in general. Definitely pulled out some profits, and was just like hyping up the project till they released their NFTs. Big part of the community in their Telegram chat. And then they released the NFTs, had plans to like airdrop everyone these weapons, made all these posts about it, and the dev just kind of disappeared. And like, I've got over like, I think like 150k DEG just sitting in that auto compounding farm now that was worth, a few G's, and now it's worth a few $100s.
Yeah, it's rough, dude. What was it was a one dev? Like, was it a really small team?
As far as I know, there was more than one developer, but there was one lead developer that was also kind of like the point of contact, Ducky DeFi Yakuza. And he had like a head moderator who's like the homie, Coindexter. I'm sure you guys have seen him in and out of different spaces, in and out of different Telegram groups and stuff. But once Coin kind of didn't know what was going on and hadn't heard from Yakuza in a really long time, we all kind of assumed that we might be the next rug, and then all the liquidity disappeared.
When did that happen, the liquidity pull?
I'd have to go back and check. I want to say it was back in June or July, though. It was.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, when it went down, it spiked down.
Oh yeah.
And Crofy, same thing. Crofy did the same thing.
No one like reached out and said, "Yo, this is what's happening, XYZ." Like, no one's heard from any of these guys at all. Like, That's it.
And it's still operational. That's the thing, is like I can go over there. I just sold Deg last week, right? And you could probably go buy some right now. You could probably stake it. I mean, it's operational. I don't understand why people allow things to flounder when there's so many other options.
Like so many other options to use other options, or like the dev for Ducky.
Yeah, the devs have so many options. Like you have a community. If you have users, you have a community, and like they're sitting there. They're waiting to hear from you. Like they will take it over.
Man, I have to agree with you on that. Like the community inside of Board Candy, like anytime that we've said, because we're very open, so anytime we've said that we've had an issue that we're working on, the amount of like tickets that get opened up with just support, if you need help, if you need a hand, if you ever need this, like my whole cupboard of knives are at your disposal. Like it's nuts, and not just from one or two communities, right across Kronos. I love it. I love it. It's been pretty amazing to see.
That's
See,
the
but
energy.
that's yeah. Go ahead, Alpha. I'm right behind you, brother.
For real, man. Because like that's what I want these spaces to continue to be about. It's so fucking powerful if we can keep this going and just teach. There's so much information.
It's someone's reputation that is not buyable. When someone's out there being transparent about their reputation, they're representing their last name, they're representing their image, they're representing who they are, what their project's about, and being transparent and being helpful. That's when you start seeing projects really thrive. When you're seeing interviews with people and they're talking to you, or they're ready to get a FaceTime, a Discord right now, or whatever, they give their number out. They don't give a goddamn. That's when you know someone's giving. They don't have nothing to hide. And those are the projects that I will stick behind. But I'm not going to stick behind somebody that has you guys and has everyone invest a whole bunch of shit, time that we're not getting back, because that's the bottom line. No one's getting their time back from any of this shit. So I will invest into a project that when I come and invest my time and my assets or my money, I'm definitely willing to see how transparent you are. And if you can keep that consistent, let's go. But if not, no, dude, I'm not fucking with it. It's just too risky nowadays.
100%. There's blockchain, it's inherently transparent. So like people that try to go against that, they always got to be there's always something going on.
People really don't see that it's that transparent still. They still try to front. They still try to do this stuff, and we're like, we can look at it. There's no reason to lie
We
about
see
stuff.
you.
It's just ridiculous. It really is. It's like, come on, dude. Like, you don't even got to lie to kick it. That's the whole thing of this. Like, that's so much transparent, so not very lying about their bags, like on Facebook or something, just ridiculous. Like, you can see everything at the end of the day, so everybody has an equal playing field and respect for each other. It's the same
I'm up
value
for
of
it.
people.
I feel like I should full disclosure say that there's a glitch on my Chronos screen or Chronos scan. Like it shows that I've got like $8.6 million because it says the 10 share is worth something. I don't know how the hell that happens. I don't know how to cash it out, but I ain't faking no shit. I don't got 8.6 million. I wish I did. It says I do, but nonetheless, my last name's Feeney. My first name's Scott. I'm the kind of guy that if you're going to be investing into a project, I'm going to ask you to put in a lot of money. I want you not to be afraid to tell me who you are, because where else in this world am I ever going to walk into a place and say, hey, man, do you want to invest $20,000? But don't tell me who you are or where it's going or what it's about. I don't get it. Where the hell is that thought process ever made sense?
Bars, bro.
That's how this, like, the IRL is really booming, and everybody can go out now and do things. And the devs, like the project you're talking about, they're realizing that they just left all that behind for a quick, I don't know. It's like the game back in the day. They mess up long-term money with a very short-term gain and just screw themselves over. And then everybody else,
And they
they just
obviously
dip
weren't
out.
listening to the show, man. We've been saying this for a year now. And that's the reason that we invest in people here. Is like, you can tell in voices, like whether people are genuine or not. For the most part. I've been had in here, I know. We can all check the tapes. But it's about whether or not you're long term, and it's hard to hear that in people's voices, but that's what we got the blockchain for. Joe Q, what's up?
Hey, I haven't been able to do this the last little while, but here goes. I've been in real life work, running around, started listening to the show, running around, and next you know, the topic changed to soul and how everybody's hanging on to their soul. And I'm thinking, man, I'm going to jump this space. I don't even hear Alpha talking anymore. Some soul guys come in here and took over. I looked down. Somehow or another, I switched spaces in the middle of walking around. I'm glad I made it back.
What
Just
were those
saying.
soul guys saying, though? Were they talking about us?
No, they were just talking about, hey, man, I've got my soul. I'm hanging on to it. You know, it's going to come back. It's like, you know, you need to invest some more. Alpha's gone a little hard on the pipe this morning. Time to step out. And I looked down. I wasn't in Alpha space anymore.
I am going hard on the pipe, though, Joey. I am. I don't know how hard you have to go to get there, but we do love the Solana builders, man. Alex, what's up?
Hey, good morning, guys.
Morning.
I
want to
compliment you all. I think this is probably the best morning radio show in the Cro family. I make a point to try to listen to all of them. I'm a little bit older than you guys. I'm 50. I'm an old man. I got gray all over the place. I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Just a pup.
And I've been in investments my whole life. When I was 20 years old, I was selling used cars. Then I went to insurance, blah, blah, blah. I've always been a straight commission salesman. One of my first big successes was selling gold, silver, platinum, and palladium. And we would deliver it to people's houses as a hedge against their 401ks and whatnot, other equities. I then became a Park Avenue stockbroker. I worked in Midtown Manhattan on 42nd and 5th Avenue on the 70th floor. I was like a block away from Grand Central Station and a block away from Times Square. And when I finished doing that, I became a California yacht broker, and I started selling 70-foot Hatterases and what. Anyway, I wanted to tell you guys, you're on the right track. When I found this, I felt like someone heading out west to find gold. I felt like I had found gold. And I've invested a lot of time and money this year. Pretty much all of my time and money this year has gone to NFTs. And I don't have to tell you all what a difficult year this has been. I mean, I've been kicked in the teeth over and over and over. And I'm listening to you guys talk, and I couldn't agree more with what you're saying. I use my real name. That's my real name, Alexander English, because I'm proud of it. I'm proud of who I am, and I'm not afraid to put my name behind what I'm saying. And I think that's important in this space because nobody's really doing it. I'm proud of who I am. I spent 50 years building my name, and I'll stamp it on everything. That's the way I look at it. But as far as the projects here, I've invested in several of them, and I've gotten burned. Like I've got 60 of those Cro Ocean turtles. No, I've got 65. I don't know what's going on with that project. I know they just merged with somebody else. Hopefully that's fruitful. But like Alpha was saying, I gave them all my money, and I sat back and was just kind of watching to see what they would do with it. And they didn't do shit. It's like, what? Okay. Another big one that I was excited about and I put a lot of money and time towards was the Big Bang meta planets. There were 600 of them. I bought 15 of those things, and the guy ghosted. Totally ghosted. I don't know what's going on with the project. It's been a mess. So my biggest investment is in Gods Unchained. I play Gods Unchained every day. That's a super tight project with a huge community. And I know no matter what, even if the freaking power grid goes down, Gods Unchained is still going to be here. So thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me this time to speak. And thank you guys for putting this show on. I really enjoy it.
Bro, thanks for bringing that up here. I wish everybody came up here with that kind of energy. Meta planets. That one hit me in the gut. I forgot about that shit. They came in and started a war with petite planets. And I guess that's the one thing I can give them props for, is they got petite planets to come out and actually say something. But both of those projects broke my heart. I wish they did anything besides fight about who was allowed to make planet NFTs on Kronos. It was quite the shit show. I'm there with you, man. We got a lot that I forgot about. Shit. That's why I write it on the wall. That's why we're making a yearbook. That long-term vision, that California gold rush vibe that Alex brought up here. That's what I felt when I got here. I didn't know what it was, but I felt something.
See, this is what I was talking about yesterday. I'm not calling you an elder, but you're older than me, like 20 years. But when you have a chance to learn something and learn from somebody else's experience that actually has good knowledge and is genuine like that, you always should learn and listen. That's what I was saying yesterday. You always got to, they pave the way. It might be new tech and new technology, but they pave the way and are dealing with the same problems and stuff we go through, just in a different avenue.
Right? We said that yesterday. We said, respect your elders. You're not going to hear that anywhere else on Twitter.
Man, it's that reputation. Like I said, it's people's reputations. If you're not scared of who you are, carrying your last name, and making sure that you're transparent with people, that's the biggest part, And you can hear it in the gentleman's voice from his experiences. That's one thing that people can't dox or bullshit on, is their experiences. Because there's now, like you said, on the blockchain, everything's verified. You can check everything, but also with people's experiences, you can reference shit. Like, he just gave the address of where he worked at. I'm sure someone can call him like, "Yo, did you guys ever hear about this guy, Alexander and English?" And someone could be like, "Yeah, that guy was a fucking beast in here." And that's transparency, dude. I don't know what else to say. Like, I don't know the guy, but that's the type of energy, like you said, Alpha, that's what everybody has to come with, and that shit's real. You know what I mean? Don't take someone's money, have them invest all this time and energy and money, and then just ghost them. That's fucked up. So yeah, man, I'm praying for you, and man, I hope you kill it this year. Let's go.
Let's go, baby. Joe Q, what's up?
Hey, I believe I heard Alex step up in another space, so this is going to be kind of directed towards him. I believe you stepped in kind of a chill space and mentioned to people, hey, if you're going to be in a space and you're trying to recruit new money, you're having a serious conversation. The F-bombs and the backroom talk needs to be kept at a minimum, because this really turns people off that have bags to invest.
Natalie is not here this morning.
I know Nat's not here, but
no, I'm saying that in a like, she wasn't here yesterday either, and I start to worry when it goes past 24 hours, because then I start to think maybe people were so out of pocket yesterday that she's not even giving us a chance today. So we got to dial it back big time.
If it's a chill space and all you're doing is kicking back with the team and you're chopping it up, hey, that's one thing. Your space, your room, do what you want. But if you're actually trying to recruit, you're actually trying to bring new money into the projects, and I say it all the time. I look down through the list in Coffee and Cro. I look down the list in Jungle. Guys, this is the sounding board area for projects and project leads. This is where they all come together to see what other people are doing, what's working, what's not working. And we all, as individuals, have the ability to make a little bag or get the knowledge that we're going to need to be able to secure our bags by stepping into these spaces. Just my 2 cents.
Yeah, man. I've got some pretty solid plays. It's 10 a.m. I'm not going to check the charts. I'm going to tell you guys, I'm still fucking with I'm still messing with spaceship finance on Polygon, and I don't feel like anybody else is. Like the total value locked for the USD XUSD pair. So basically a stablecoin pair. XUSD is at $1.20 right now. It's still paying 5% a day. So I'm just saying, I'm never giving financial advice, but like when I see the total value locked at like $30,000, there's 30 racks in there. That is nothing. So if there was 100,000, it would probably only be 2% a day, which is still a huge yield for a stable coin.
Alpha, can I interject?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I apologize for the interruption. I hear you guys say I'm not giving financial advice all the time. And like I said, I'm a former Park Avenue stockbroker. So I've dealt with the SEC and the NASD a lot. And I've got friends that have gotten in big trouble. I have a lot of friends who are in the fucking penitentiary.
Oh my God, please tell me what to say.
Pardon my language, yeah. But you guys need to stop saying I'm not handing out financial advice. That's my point. If you're a licensed stockbroker with the Securities Exchange Commission, yeah, you got to be touchy with it. But in your situation, you're just a guy on the street. You can hand out all the financial advice you want to. Nobody can come after you and say, "Oh, I'm going to sue Alpha because he was talking."
Bro,
about...
they come in here like that though.
Yeah, but they ignore them. Ignore them because they don't have any ground to stand on. You're not a licensed financial advisor. You're just a guy who's giving his opinion, dude. It's called freedom of speech. You have it. Use it. Give financial advice. Fucking give it all day. That's my message. I love it. Bye.
So, I got a quick question for you, Alex.
Yeah.
So, if Alpha is giving advice on his own project, telling everybody to go out and buy, because this is going to do XXX, it's going to do YYY, doesn't that then create that situation where you're giving financial advice about a specific thing? But now if he goes out and says, hey, buy X spaceship, I'm not part of the project, I'm just buying it, that's where it's freedom of speech. But if you're talking about your own project, it changes.
It doesn't matter if it's his project or somebody else's or a project that hasn't even been put together yet. He should be selling that shit hard. He should be telling people what to do with their money. He should be telling them to invest right now if they want to send their kids to college, if they want to take care of their parents when they're elderly, if they want to get their pet that operation that it needs. Like, you guys need to be pushing this way harder than you're pushing it. Nobody's got any ramifications against you whatsoever. Like I said, it's not like you're a licensed Park Avenue stockbroker sitting up on the 70th floor. You're a guy just like everybody else who's trying to get ahead in an economy, a global economy that is incredibly hard to navigate. What we're facing is way more difficult than what our parents went through, and it's way more difficult than what our grandparents went through. I mean, basically, if you survived World War II and came back and went to work, you were going to be successful because guess what? Not too many guys got to do that, so you were in demand. But anyway, back on the subject. Don't let me wander.
I'm going to let you say whatever you want,
Give the financial advice, Alpha. Give it. Put it out there. And put it out there with a flipping bulldozer.
You have no idea what you just did.
That was powerful. I'm not gonna lie.
The brakes are fucking gone, dude, and the gas is going pedal to the metal.
Take the training
I don't
wheels
give a
off.
fuck anymore.
Take the training wheels off.
This guy's 50 years old. I'm a baby. I'm a baby, and I'm about to fucking throw it all at the wall and see what
Do it.
sticks.
Do it.
Let's go.
Language.
Nobody can
Sorry.
fault you.
Sorry.
Nobody can fault you, Alpha. Do it. You throw everything you've got at the wall and just see what sticks.
Buy Thunder. See if that sticks. Let's go.
I always take my advice from some monkeys or meerkats every day, or aliens, or a walrus. That's what I like to take financial advice from.
Yeah, but then he does make a huge point with that too. It's like all these projects you guys are just talking about, the little duckies and the little panda bears. Like I get it. Like no one said, hey, no financial advice. I get what you're saying, but people did invest, and like you guys were saying from in the planets and stuff like that, from their examples and from their experiences, that's what comes with the game. And that's not, he didn't make or put a gun in anybody's head and make them do anything. They did it on their own volition. They did it on their own will. And respectfully, I think that if someone wants to take their good energy and invest it into X, Y, Z, like he's saying, that's their prerogative for sure. So yeah, let's go, man. Yeah.
So the first comment is buy. Second comment is do your own damn research, people. If you can't verify what the hell someone is saying, maybe you shouldn't be doing it.
And we'll show you how to verify. Yeah. Great. What's up?
Yo, real quick for Alex, do you have to be like more careful at all if you're like a larger figure on social media with a bigger following?
I guess that just depends how you're presenting yourself. I mean, are you an attorney at law or something like that?
Think Kim Kardashian.
So I guess now my next question is, I'm not, just to clarify, but just my next question would be like, so the licensing is really kind of like the key thing here, where like if you
licensing
have
is absolutely the key. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You guys are not licensed professional financial advisors like I was. And I was most of my career. And I've been dodging the law the whole time. Thank God I've never gotten in trouble. A lot of my friends have. The old saying in our business was, if you're not getting in any trouble, you're not doing any business. I mean, I literally come from the Wolf of Wall Street culture. We did that shit. I would raise 30 grand by lunch, and my managers would buy me a custom tailored suit, give me a little scoop of cocaine, and then send me down to the nearest massage parlor on Park Avenue to get a full body massage, if you know what I mean.
That's right. God damn it.
What a legend.
I did that shit when I was your all's age. So, anyway, yeah, we're just in a totally different financial climate, but you guys need to take the brakes off. I see so many guys on here, and you got your e-brake on. It's like, you can't go anywhere with your e-brake on, fellas. You've got something to sell. You've got information that's exciting. Be excited. Preach it. Fucking blast it with all the energy you've got in your soul. Here's the one thing you got to keep in your back of your mind as you're doing this. We are all on the same side of this investment, and that is what's so important. And that's why you can go ahead and tell people what to do with their money and give them financial advice, because you guys are on the same side of the equation. If they win, you win. If you win, they win. It's not like that when you're a Park Avenue stockbroker. We sold what our sales managers told us to sell. Otherwise, we'd get fired. And we had to be damn good at it. Otherwise, we'd get fired. Like, just to give you an example, dude, for the first 3 months I worked on Park Avenue, they didn't give me a chair. I wasn't allowed to sit down because they wanted me to stand up and smile and project from my diaphragm into that telephone. I mean, the first thing.
That's facts, bro. I could not do this show sitting down. Not a chance.
Exactly. So, the first thing I would do, Alpha, when I got on the phone, is I'd say, "Okay, Alpha, this is Alex English with Sands Brothers. Do you have a pencil and paper ready? Because I'm buying a stock today, and I'm getting ready to tell you about it." And then I don't say shit until you tell me that you got a pencil and paper ready. And then I tell you about what I'm buying today, and I tell you why I'm buying it. I tell you what my exit strategy is before I even go in. You don't go in until you know how you're going to get out. And yeah, and then I would just let her rip. And all the people that were talking to were qualified by me personally beforehand. I would ask these people 10 really difficult questions, and if they didn't say yes to all 10 of them, they weren't a prospect. And these were tough questions. These were like, Alpha, do you have at least 5 different trading stock accounts now that you're taking recommendations from? And if Alpha told me no, I don't, you weren't a prospect. I scratched you off my list. That's how good my leads were. And that's why I was able to come from Minnesota, a kid from Minnesota. Nobody even knows where Minnesota is. I was able to go to Park Avenue in Midtown Manhattan and rock it. Because there it doesn't matter where you come from. That's where the best of the best go to compete from all around the world. That's why they say if you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere. But the way that we made it was with the same attitude that you have, Alpha. You just got to let it loose off the chain, man. You need to let that beast roam.
It's up to you. New
Exactly.
Let's
York.
go.
I'm going to go and let
New
you take over.
York. Hey. We'll
Yeah,
be
man.
here all week.
Cheers to all you guys. I'm super excited to be here. Thanks again for giving me a little time to express myself and compliment you all.
Nah, it's really good energy, man. For real.
Man, I appreciate the knowledge and the experience. I gave you a follow, man. I appreciate you.
Likewise.
Mijo.
Yo, go, papi. Buenos días, papi. Hey, first thing, happy Veterans Day to all the veterans, man. Thank you so much for your service. I hope you guys are off. I hope you guys are happy, healthy, and the right mindset. And you got money in your pocket, right? Because if you got that combination of whatever 4 or 5 things I said, you're going to be good. You're going to be all right. Legit, I got a lot of veterans in my family. So I was even a couple times about to go to the Army, and life made me not go that way. But listen, man, I see, what's this dude's name? At Alexander954. Bro, we need more of you.
He's making a name for himself today, man.
Yes, we need more
Let's
of
go.
you. I sent you a follow. I want to see you here. I'm not going to say every day, but whatever you're bringing, I like it. I like your mentality. I like the energy that you bring.
You got a pen and
We
paper
need more.
next to you, Miko? I got
my notepad over here on my iPhone.
All right, because I'm buying Thunder right now. I just want everybody to know.
Let's get that Thunder. Hey,
and I got no exit strategy whatsoever.
Never. Look, a little bit of a Carcaeus daily drop, all right? Let me show myself over here. Guys, we gave away a lion. We had a space yesterday. We gave away $200 in ETH, like 20 NFTs. It was one of the best spaces ever. Ayo, you were there. Ayo, hi.
Yeah,
I see a lot of people
Switch,
over here.
a Nintendo Switch, right? And then there was that coming up in the giveaway, and a MacBook Pro. Man, a lot of stuff. Tattoos.
Everybody, keep your eye on Carcaeus. If you're not on the Discord right now, go to the Discord.
No, that's real talk, man.
Discord.
I've been feeling that. Carcaeus is like turning up the heat when a lot of them are turning it down. Yeah.
There is no going away. So look, right now, 2 pin tweets up above. The 2 first ones are for me. So as of now, 11/11 Veterans Day. If you're on Discord already and you reach level 10, you're gonna have a chance to win an 8.2 Expedition NFT. All right. Now there's like 14 of them, so you got choices. These look even cool than the first expedition that we had. For tomorrow, for the 12th, even easier and even more rewarding. Be on the Discord. You don't even need to be a holder right now, right? All you need to do is just be on the Discord. You answer the question of the day, and you have a chance to win 1,000 Cro. Guys, legitimately, like, we're not stopping. Next week, we still got more giveaways. I've been saying this. I've been, like, screaming it at the top of my lungs. This is the most utility-rich NFT on Crypto.com NFT and on Chronos, right? We have a drop on Ethereum, and there's going to be more drops. I don't know if we're going to drop them on Ethereum. I don't know if we're going to drop them on Aptos. But that's the thing, is that we're not afraid of technology. We're not afraid of keeping up. We're not afraid of putting money and value into our own community. Like, that is what we stand for. Yesterday, we talked about integrity. All these giveaways, I don't qualify for them. You want to know why? Because I told Jesse, like, make sure it goes to the community. Do I want a lion? Yeah, I want 20 of them, of course. Like, who doesn't like money? But it's just, it ain't right. So all of this stuff that we're seeing here, I'm not going to win it. Autism's not going to win it. Roadrunner's not going to win it. This is for you guys, all right? Be on the Discord. Follow me. Follow Carcaeus. Keep up with things because chances are you are going to win something, right? Our
Bro, you had
community
me
isn't
going all
10,000.
the way until the Discord thing. You know, I'm getting pumped, I'm all about it, and then it's Discord, and I'm like, fuck. Now I'm not gonna win either.
No, you are because guess what? You didn't have to be on the Discord to win the Switch. You didn't have to be on the Discord to win the Lion, the Cub, to win the $200 in Ethereum.
Or the
You're
four
just
people got
maximizing your chances.
the 4 people got 500 in Crow, I believe, too. And just let them pick out the person that won. Got to pick the next person that won. And it kept going. It's kind of crazy.
That is
You got to
crazy.
get with it.
That is nuts. That is dope, man. Shit. I'm in. Forever, what's up?
Man, you guys are dropping some bars right now. Like I said, I've been standing, and when he said that shit, I wanted to stand taller. When he said, "Yo, I couldn't fucking make no sales off of sitting down." I just wanted to tap in and see, is there anybody in the room that like really, as a kid, used to save or still may have like comic books or your nostalgia, Michael Jordan basketball cards, King Griffey cards? I'm not sure if you guys are into stuff like that. But
Star
being
Wars figures.
What'd you say, brother?
I said Star Wars figures. I have a huge collection of Star Wars figures from like the 70s.
Man, if you got that collection right now, you're a fucking god. Those things are hitting for so much bread right now. No lie.
I've also got a bunch of baseball cards too that are worth money. I love to collect. I got coins, cards, Star Wars figures. You're right on it, dude. I think most of the people in this community are collectors. You got to be a collector and you've got to be a trader. If you can do those two things well, you're going to make money no matter what the rest of the market's doing.
Yeah, that's big facts. That's super big facts.
The digital collectible thing, like just changing the name of NFTs to digital collectibles and giving them to everybody on Reddit was like a tidal wave. You know?
And that Alpha, that was more the bigger part of our project. When we created our project with NFTLG, I wanted to bring back the nostalgia feel, like the gentleman was just saying. Alex was just saying about Star Wars. I wanted to mix G.I. Joe with Star Wars and Marvel and have that nostalgia feel. So instead of just having a project where people can purchase a digital aspect, a digital avatar, I wanted to be able to create my own comic book and my own playing cards. So that's what the project's really about, collecting not only a digital aspect, but also receiving their physical aspect as well, and grading those platforms and giving to our customers, and having those graded cards or that graded comic book be as verification to get into our art shows, so that people can meet in real life, in real time, and trade with each other, speak to each other, to gentlemen like yourself and like Mr. Alexander and Gray, and really just speak to people and really get that trading, that nostalgia, memorabilia back in place. And I think that's the bigger part for our project. So I appreciate you guys for sure, dog. This just got me hyped.
Seriously, man. I want to give you a second to maybe tell us about your project here, because I didn't know about it. NFTendo 87.
Yeah, I got NFTendo. That's my project too. Just building it from the ground up. I want to create a platform where other video game developers get to come in and move something near like Netflix. You post your video game and subscriptions are issued to customers, and they get an opportunity to see your video games put on a platform. It's not just play to earn, but earn to play, X, Y, Z, and people can earn NFTs as well. So I think that that's going to be a big thing. It's taking a little bit more time because, you know, video game developers have their own projects moving. And with NFTLG, with the nostalgia of creating our own interactive digital comic book, physical comic book and cards, It's a balance, man. Just got to keep moving with it, and I love it. This is my life, like, and that's just where I'm at with it.
Oh, this guy's no joke, man. Look, I pinned it. He's a real coin collector. Look at that shit. That's from 12 hours ago.
Man, we used to do those cold calls and all that stuff, not on the level you were on, but they would make us do a lap in the morning. And like soon as that, like 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, we'd be calling. But I was like top 10 producing. But if I could make them laugh off top or something like that, like I knew I had the sale. And the competition for that, you get like a smoke break, or like if we were got, or you go up to the board and erase it and put your check mark and get your commission sales. Like that was hype. We'd be competing with everybody. We bought a Roku, like, so we could have the NFL channel going. It was what was it, for Spectrum? Like, selling something that it wasn't even our area or anything. It wasn't no crazy trader level, but it was that same vibe. Like, you go there, you work, and it was this secondhand nature
Oh
just to
shit!
get people
Yeah, I
going.
did that. I did that.
Yeah.
I sold Cutco knives one time, and they were like, "Oh, you're really good at this. We're gonna put your name on the board,
Well, they hype
motherfucker."
you up, too.
But look at this though. That's a capital F. That looks like a quarter with a capital F in of America. That's got to be worth some. That's got to be worth some bread, man. That's a misprint.
No, we're not taking this coin trail.
I don't know shit about coins.
Coins, tokens. What are we talking about? Nah. But good stuff. I like all the knowledge. I like everybody's vibes. I like all that feeling, like you guys are saying. Like that's when that's how I got into NFT stuff. Like you get that hype,
Yeah, we
bullish
got
mint outs and
collectors,
stuff. Yeah.
developers, entrepreneurs, artists.
See, I never realized I was a collector until later on. I thought I was just flipping, and I was like, "Oh, I am a collector." And like looking around and stuff, I was like, "I am a collector." Damn,
bro, you don't get 280 pairs of shoes without being a collector.
Fair enough.
I thought I was a flipper. I thought I was just flipping all these, but they're still here. So I guess I'm a collector. Zeus, what's up?
Oh, Twitter just suspended the blue subscriptions. I pinned it up top.
I felt that one coming. Oh man, that was not gonna last.
But the thing is, the people that already paid, do we keep it and then no one else can get it, or what are they gonna do?
I don't know, man. That's
mine refunded and then reactivated to the extra $5, and
this
then
is such a bad look, man. I say this to NFT projects, and now I'm saying it to Elon. You gotta fucking make up your mind, man. Seriously, like, how is anyone gonna get behind you when everything changes on a dime? You gotta pick a lane and just fucking go for it. Wishy-washy never wins.
Yeah, it doesn't. I went through that going token to tokens. I first got into it trying to buy up everything, trade out
Oh my
everything.
god, that's how you get wiped out. That's how you get wiped out.
But that was a whole year ago. That's like 1,000 crypto years of stress. I done died probably twice and got reincarnated.
Bro, like, I act like I changed. I didn't. My old strategy is the same as my new strategy. I just used to suck at it. And flopping from one token to one that's going down harder, like that'll never get you in the green. That's
and
what I used to do.
Looking at your community, like liquidity or clients is never going to get anybody anywhere.
I'd be like, this one's dumping faster than this one. Swap it. No.
A lot of the game today is bleed your own community dry for minimal.
That is true.
Just a minimal nothing. That's why I don't know. Like you were saying, like this space. Like I came from BNB just because our ecosystem, not whole BNB, but the ecosystem there. Like the spaces are so serious and like so formatted and all this stuff. But I'd rather just keep promoting it and focus on everything. Don't talk down about any projects. We're still a hole in the end. And we're all got to keep it moving forward. And that's why I like this one, because who wants to go to a space where everybody's just down? Like, even if the market's down, this is your job to be positive and keep everybody up positive and everything. We're all still good. We're all still going to hold. Don't worry. Like CZ just said, don't worry about the price. Just focus on getting that product out there for the people, and everybody wins, really. And I'm out of breath, and I need a drink.
My wife made some coffee. God bless her. So I hope everybody else has some. It's almost 10:30, which means we're almost about to wrap it up. That's crazy. Priestley just
And
moved here.
let me plug this real fast. Me and wait, we have a space coming up at 11. Won't even show it. You can do your own research.
Oh, nasty with it. What's up, Priestley?
Good morning. I had a quick question. You mentioned last week about looking for a program coordinator.
Yes, ma'am.
I would like to know what exactly that person would be doing.
It's a lot of work. The biggest part of the job is communicating with Spaces hosts and formatting a week of content in a way that everybody can consume at their own leisure. I think it entails creating a new YouTube channel that reposts all of the Twitter content and organizing the spaces into a structured schedule. It's a
Great,
lot.
thank you.
Yeah. And it's not Kronos hiring, it's us. But we're doing it on behalf of Kronos, as we've just kind of found ourselves in that position. They've been here a year, we've been here a year. It fits.
Great, that's what I needed. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I need everybody to tell me who's still around, who's still doing shows every at least every week.
And you said you had a list of some people, right?
Yeah, we've got lists.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Mr. Hall got one after this that we're just kind of randomly throwing together to hop around other spaces and give free promotion out, basically, for at the moment.
Yeah, and it's
So
not just Twitter Spaces. Like Hoddle's got this poker tournament that he does, and it's multi-chain. We
I
gotta.
was involved in the first one. He had 300 feet. Like, it was booming. Like,
Yeah.
he had it moving, actually. Like, it's building and building. He's doing an amazing job. I don't know. That's why I threw up, like, Money Monkeys from Main Street I'm in. And that was, like, B&B chained, all this stuff. But it's a good time. And it's all these actual people that are here every single day.
Yeah, man. And multi-chain is our future. We got to remember that, like, 2023, if you're not multi-chain, you're done. So it's about being Crow. Our base is always here on Kronos, but like we're going everywhere.
So, who was the host of the Solana space that you were in yesterday? Do you remember?
Yeah, her name is Amy. Amy. I think I followed her yesterday, so she should be right up top in my thing.
I popped in there kind of hostilely. I was like, oh, okay, I better just calm it down.
I didn't know how to feel.
I was
don't
like, I
even know
better
how
just
I got
support
in there.
everybody.
How did I get in there in the first place? I can't find her.
Is it AIMY?
No, that's the Crow Amy. This is AMY. I think it's Amy Street, if I'm not tripping. Amy Street. Let me type that in.
Officer Johnny!
What's up? What's
Have a
up?
good day, guys.
No, it's not Amy Street.
I was looking for it too, because I was actually going to say on that same Soul space, I want to see some bad Billy Goats crossed over onto the Soul chain.
That's okay. If you followed her, I'll find it later. I could just go
That'd
through
be
your
pretty
list.
cool.
Yeah, let's
Swap
go.
chain,
How
like,
do we bridge?
transfer.
How do we bridge to Solana from Kronos?
That's what I got to figure out.
It's like the bridges, I've seen people do. I've seen games happen and stuff, like going 4 chains. I'm like, why don't people just jump on these? They did it. But I get that's like the most vulnerable position, I guess, is because if something happens on that side, that bridges into you or something. Like, I don't know. Haven't went deep into it, but that's what I've been saying.
Let's remember what a bridge is in the first place, right? We got to have assets on both sides and then connect them. So I guess we got.
Sorry, I was going to say, like, so we could do that with like the ETH goats and the Kronos goats, and I think we already have. because we've been sending bad billy goats all over ETH chain and CDC and Crow chain and everything. So bad billy goats is kind of everywhere. I'd
And
like
I
to get
love
them on a few more. Right? Thanks, Alpha.
I love it, man, because that's really what the name of the game is. Like every time I see the goats pop up, I'm like, fuck yeah, because I remember when they started, and they're still here, and that's what I'm talking about. That is the name of the game. You gotta be here, and you gotta be active. You gotta show up every day, and you gotta do something. I mean, it sounds easy, but it's
But
fucking
it's so
not.
much harder. It's not.
It's not.
Like it's so second nature. You just learn and keep moving and keep moving, and then somebody's like, "How do you even change a EVM or something just on one wallet or something?" You're like, "Oh yeah, not everybody even knows this still."
And I'm always needing to be reminded that we got to bring this space back down to basics, because people come in here as beginners and probably don't understand anything that we just said. So if you are new to crypto and new here, welcome. Welcome. It's
This
not,
is a good place to learn.
and a great time to get in. You're already knocking it out of the park.
There's no
Goddamn.
such thing as a dumb question in crypto at all.
Yeah, so the mic button is for everybody. Everyone is welcome up here. And we'll run it until 11 today, and then let everyone jump over to Huddle and AO space.
That's what I think. That's where we're gonna take it. Then we're gonna go to NFTs, Bitcoins, and crypto 101s.
Yeah, we haven't talked about coins and crypto much this morning. There's just so much going on. Like, I don't even know if Elon's gonna be able to pull this off.
I've been buying ApeCoin.
That's a good one. Is it under $5 though?
Oh yeah, no, it's at 320 or something like that.
Wow,
it's super
that is
low. And I know that there's a lot of developers listening, and devs. Yeah, I guess that's a developer. Anyway, I forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, dude, you gotta say
I started taking notes myself during spaces.
Did you really? What was I gonna say? Yeah, totally brain farted that one, boys. I guess I better lay off on the recycler.
We'll be here. It'll come back. What's up, Greg?
I was just gonna say, buy that shit. Like for real, everything right now is so low. This time next year, probably not gonna see these kind of prices.
It came back to me.
You see what you done did?
It came back to me. Yeah.
You got everybody shilling coins now.
Does everyone have their pen and paper ready?
Yes, sir.
What I wanted to say is, for those of you who are thinking about starting your own coins,
don't.
The highest form of compliment is to copy, and if you want to copy someone as far as tokenomics goes, I would copy ApeCoin, because they're knocking the cover off the ball. The first thing they did when they started ApeCoin is they went to all the holders of the NFTs and they just dumped a pile of ApeCoin on each one of them and said, go out and spend it. Talk about a beautiful thing. All right, now I'm finished. Thanks for the second chance. And you know what? One thing else I wanted to say, if someone's ever sick, or if you need to fill in for one day, please call on me. I enjoy this, and I really like you guys and respect you, and I would jump at the opportunity to participate formally anytime you need someone.
I appreciate the offer, man. That's very generous of you. It's something that not everyone can do, and I'm getting the feeling that you could probably pull it off. You ever run spaces before?
No, I haven't, but I'd like to. I mean,
it's a rush, man.
I'll bet. I'd like to stream. I wouldn't mind putting my face behind it.
Yeah, the streaming thing, like, I really believe firmly that we need to be on multiple platforms, like streaming this to Twitch. We're already
Yeah,
clipping
dude, Alpha,
everything
you
to
should be
YouTube.
on Twitch for sure.
Yeah, but I watched David Gockstein try and do that a month ago, and like, has anybody seen that guy?
No.
Yeah, dude disappeared.
Well,
Did
you're
he
not
really?
him. You're Alpha.
No, I mean he's here, but like I barely ever see his content, and it used to be all over my feed.
Yeah, you got way more personality, Alpha.
I appreciate that, man. I'm just a goof.
Yeah. It it's one thing to understand a subject and to be able to use your knowledge, but it's an entirely different skill to be able to teach someone else to do what you're so good at. Very few people have that skill, and you do, Alpha, and thank goodness you're sharing it with all of us.
Hey, I gotta tell you, I'm getting a lot of DMs about you.
Send them my way. I want to be part of this community. I've got a lot of real world experience that I can give you guys, and I see you making little tiny mistakes, like I'm not giving financial advice. Like every time I heard you guys say
Well,
that,
I
I
never
just
liked saying
winced.
it. Like you
I
can
just
hear it in my
winced.
voice. It felt forced every time. I'm just like, why do I have to say this all the time?
You don't. So stop saying it. But anywho, if you're getting DMs about me, tell these.
Oh yeah,
people.
they think you're a plant, dude.
Maybe I am. What's a plant? Like
Alpha paid you to come in and tell everybody how good he is.
Maybe a government official or like.
Oh, you know what? People always think I'm a cop, especially drug dealers.
Are you a cop, bro?
Yeah, drug dealers are always like, dude,
you better
are you
smoke
a cop?
this.
Yeah, right.
He said
yeah.
drug dealers are always like.
Take a hit right now in front of me. Yeah. No. I'm not a cop. I'm a legitimately I'm a guy who dropped out of high school and took his GED. I did not go to college, but I still was able to become a Park Avenue stockbroker on nothing but my GED.
That's fire, dude.
Yeah,
I went to liberal arts college in Vermont, and that actually happened to me one time. I was trying to buy weed in Troy, New York. Don't go to Troy, New York ever.
That's upstate, right?
Yeah, dude. Like outside Albany. And dude made me do cocaine to prove that I wasn't a cop. I'm like, I'm just trying to buy some weed, man.
Yeah,
got a gun on the table. I'm like,
sure
what
really
am I doing?
I'm sure he really had to twist your arm on that one, Alpha.
Hey, I was 19, man.
Yeah, dude, I love cocaine. I'll just put that out there right now. I
I
don't do it anymore because I'm an old man and I might have a freaking heart attack or something. But when I was a kid, hell yeah. I mean, if you're in sales and you don't like blow, it's like, what are you doing there?
He's
Whoa! I did sales for years, and I'm not a blow fan. I just used to get stoned out of my gourd, and I still do, I guess.
All right, well, you could be in the wolf pack, dude, but like the wolf pack does blow.
Oh.
Just saying.
Fair enough. I did blow on my bachelor party, but that was the last time I did it, and that was about 2 years ago.
I'll allow it.
You know what, dude?
I need to reset the room.
I know.
Sorry, Alpha.
Don't even get me started on bachelor parties.
Oh shit!
I won't, because we only have.
I'll tell you guys about my bachelor party some other time.
Yeah, dude, we still haven't talked about crypto because we just can't get there. We can't get to it. There's too much other stuff going on.
Rabbit holes.
Can you guys just make me feel better about Twitter and tell me that it's gonna work out?
It is gonna work out. We're gonna have wallets, and everything is gonna work.
I think Elon's gonna start selling weed on Twitter, and that's what'll save the company.
Maybe a few more flamethrowers.
Exactly. I love Elon Musk.
There's a Hail Mary coming. I can smell it. I can smell a Hail Mary.
I think what he's doing is trying to squash the woke liberal Democrats. I hate
but that's
to get
a personal
political.
thing. He's bringing his personal shit into the business, and that's no good.
Everybody does, dude. Haven't you ever owned a business, Alpha?
I'm trying here, man. And
okay,
the personal stuff,
when you
it really
own a
fucks
business,
it up.
it's personal.
Yeah.
No, when you own a business, it's just as personal as your wife and your kids. Like, it's all you think about. It's all you do. It's the first thing you do in the morning. It's the last thing you do at night. I mean, it's very
And when
personal.
someone talks shit on it, you chase them to the ends of the earth, and it's exhausting, bro.
Or just ignore them and let everybody else figure it out on their own.
That'd be an easier way to do it. Yep.
That's how I would do it. I mean, I get negativity thrown at me all the time, and I have thrown out a lot of financial advice while I was licensed, and it's been bad advice. I've had a lot of clients that I lost money for, but when I lose their money, what I do is I call them up and I say, "Hey, Alpha, I know I just lost 20 grand, but I've got this new idea that is 10 times better than
Dude,
the last
I
one."
already hung up. I'm hanging up.
All right, well, hang up.
Is that right?
All right, maybe that's a little too old school, but it's true. Nobody wants to get your money back more than I do. I lost you 20, and I want to get you that 20 back. The only way to get it back is to reinvest, is to get back into the market.
What do you think about Cro, Alex?
I think, yeah, I'm on live right now. I can't talk.
Alpha, can I put something on the jumbotron?
Yeah, man, fire
Go
it
ahead.
off.
What was the question again, Alpha?
Yeah, give me your take on crypto.com.
Crypto.com. It scares me that we're at 9 cents because at that price, there's a lot of people out there that can afford to buy us. I think we're moving in the
We used
right.
to be scared of Sam trying to buy us, but he's out of the picture.
I guess, yeah. The whole thing makes me nervous. What makes me most nervous about Cro is not the stock. I trust what those guys are doing because I understand what they're doing. The part that I don't understand and the part that scares me is this NFT stuff, which seems to be Cro's strongest point. Like he said, the biggest problem we have right now are people putting these projects together, selling them to people like me, and then disappearing. Because I'm a smart, experienced investor who's excited about the space. And I'll let you rob me because I've got lots of money. I don't give a shit. I'm going to eat just fine tonight no matter what you do with my money. But it makes a guy like me back off. And I have a shit ton of money invested. I have a shit ton of money invested in this space. But I'm not shy to tell everybody it's all in Ethereum because I think that's a safer network. Honestly, I mean, my risk capital is all going to Cro. I think Cro's an up-and-comer, and I'm excited about it. But I would not stick my steak and potatoes money into Cro right now. Right now, it's just my risk capital. It's kind of like a knuckleball. It could go anywhere at this point.
Yeah, I hear you. I wish I had more to go on with Cro. Even this full transparency report that we posted up top is throwing me off because $3 billion isn't that much money, unfortunately. And when 20% of it is Shiba, I start to think, like, what are we doing?
Is this the first post, Alpha?
What happened?
No, is that the first post up there? What full transparency thing are you talking about?
Yeah, it's got to be all the way to the right. Here, I'll repost it.
At least it's not Cro
Thank you.
Alpha, right? Because if they were holding 20-30% of Cro, that would have been worse, right?
Yeah, exactly. You're the
Do you think it's
salesman
worse?
that never
Because
did blow, right?
this is the customer. This is customer funds. So this means customers aren't holding Cro. That's a bad thing.
Well, on DeFi, this doesn't count DeFi wallets, right?
Right,
This is only
right. This is
CBC.
Crypto.com exchange, and this is what we've been saying actually the whole time because they have 70 million users and we have 1 million. But like, we have more Cro than them. We have way more Cro than them because nobody holds Cro on the exchange, and it's just kind of crazy. Because if they did, the price would be through the fucking roof.
I, for one, can say that I haven't touched my original Cro account since I opened my DeFi account. Like, all my money's in DeFi. All my time is spent there. I almost never go to the regular Cro site.
But
Yeah.
the other thing is, are those customer funds, or it's like the reserves? Because it says our reserves on the post.
Yeah, that's funny that they would use that terminology.
If they're talking about their reserves, then they're just talking about how much coin they have on hand. It doesn't matter who it's owned by, whether it's one of their customers or themselves. As long as they have it in their account, they count it.
Yeah, but it's not helpful at the end of the day, right? Because what if people are actually holding more, but they're holding less, and we don't know the difference between the numbers?
Wait, run that by me again.
Yeah.
Like he's saying, oh, we have 10 Bitcoin, but what if people are actually holding 20 in crypto.com, and where's the other 10? You get what I'm saying? That he's showing what it's in the books right now, but how do we know
right.
what
He's
people
not
actually
showing
have
customer
in the
account
exchange?
balances. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe it's going to full transparency because everything going on, and that World Cup's about to start. What, in 2 days?
Hey, if somebody's
10.
holding 10 Bitcoin on crypto.com, they're probably like, wait a second, all those are mine.
Yeah, I mean that's the big plus and the big minus to dealing in an unregulated investment asset, which is what we're doing. It's called an intangible, meaning you can't touch it. Yeah, that's the big risk. It gives people the opportunity to get ripped off and lose all their capital, or find a really good crew like the one that Alpha's putting together here and stick with them and make a lot of money. I think not having any kind of regulation involved encourages both of those equally, I would say. So you got to be careful, but it's very exciting. I mean, a lot of the things that these guys are doing who are winning, who are the best at it, they couldn't do under regulation. They couldn't do that stuff. It gives smart, aggressive people, it gives them the freedom that they need to maneuver within a marketplace. Regulation makes things very strict and confined, and people find that their creativity gets squashed in regulation. And so I think the fact that it's deregulated is fantastic. That's all I'm going to say about that.
Yeah, there's a lot of room to move fast and break things, but we got to make sure that people fix the shit that they break and don't just move on to the next thing.
It would be cool if he shows the liabilities from crypto.com, right? How much money they owe out to other companies and how much they're holding.
Yeah.
Not customers' funds, but how much their actual reserves are and how much they're expending, per month or per year.
I don't think we can call it full transparency until we get that too,
Right, because they could have $10 billion worth of stuff, but if they owe more than that,
yeah, these are these are wallet addresses. This is public knowledge. This is not news. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dashboard is cool. Like, it's a nice looking dashboard, but this is blockchain.
Just to cap off my comments on Cro Alpha, I think it's a buy big time right now.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
Let's go.
there's a little risk. There's a little risk, but Cro is a huge buy right now. I mean, if you liked it a week ago, you've got to love it today, because you're just
It's
buying
8 cents right now. It's great.
Yeah, you're just buying your favorite company at a discount. So for all you guys who are like totally in this space and fully committed, you should be breaking out your checkbooks right now.
Make it out to
is just buy it. Crypto in general.
Yeah,
buy
make it out to cash.
You should
Does that
buy
still
it and
work?
pair it with Thunder.
There you go. Crow Thunder. Put it wherever you want. This is DeFi, ladies and gentlemen. It's your choice. Your coins, your choice. That's our new slogan. Wherever you think
Last
the
night
volume
I
is
like
going to be.
last night I
Nope.
burned like 200,000 thunder on the Kronos grill, or 150,000 thunder, and I got my stake up to 15. I have my stake higher or about the same as like Dr. Evil Sauce.
Holy shit. And there's like 190 of you going nuts with Thunder in the grill. And again, think long term here, people. We are the 190 people that have gotten into the steakhouse Thunder Grill 5 years from now. That's simple math. These are the people who burned the supply and increased their own holdings at the same time. Then you pair it with Crow. Now people who want to buy it are buying it from you. And you've set yourself up for all the gains and the fees and the microtransactions and all the shit that we talk about for long-term sustainability. And it's a couple of transactions. Now we've got zappers coming up all over the place. You're going to be able to do it with one coin. You can do it already with Bach. You can go to Bach.finance. You can mint Bach Thunder LP NFTs with just Thunder or just Bach or just Crow. And then you get an NFT back, which you can then earn yield off of. I think right now it's paying 450% APR, the Bach Thunder LP. And you have an NFT. And the art is dope. Just check Thunder Token Twitter account here. It's on my profile. You just got to hit my bio. Voodoo, what's up, dude? Where you been?
Sorry, I have some connectivity issues at the house today, so waiting
Oh,
on.
yeah. You're in your neighbor's yard on the Wi-Fi. I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, so I was using my neighbor's Wi-Fi just to get the bare minimum done. Um, yeah, so I heard you were asking about your farm. We have to pivot to take care of some more prioritized issues, but I'm expecting that to be done early next week because we have the Scratch Crow farm coming. And for yours, all we're going to have to do is copy and paste. They're going to be set up the same exact way. So you're going to be able to send the rewards you want in the pool directly. And your rewards is going to be Thunder, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. And I believe Carl's going to be Crow. So both of you are going to be able to send that directly into the contract, so you won't need any coordination with myself. We'll just be there and ready to go. And then we can start creating more fronts with other projects. I believe we're in the talks with several in the crowd right now. Don't worry, you're on my list. We're just working through these one step at a time.
Yeah, this is one of the best, mutually beneficial situations we have for a project and a DEX on Kronos. I think it's great for all the projects that have tokens to get involved with this true community DEX. One thing I'm thinking, so there's already Scratch Candy pay. There's a Scratch Candy that pays out in Candy, and now there's Scratch
Correct.
Crow that pays out in Crow. So they're
There's
not
going
doing
to
any
be,
pool that pays out in Scratch.
I mean, they could.
I just
Yeah. They could, but I think with the Boomers ecosystem, the Boom Rooms is basically that's the whole selling point to the Boom Rooms is that they're the primary source of Scratch.
That's their only
Outs
emissions. All right.
Yeah, outside of buying it, so it would kind of take away from that value. So I understand why they wouldn't do that. But you could use whatever token you want. It's your reward, so whatever you put in there, just let us know what it is, and we'll build it to form, right? But whatever you put in there, that's what it's going to reward. Doesn't matter to us because it's not costing us anything. You're bringing TVL to
Can we
the
do a
folks.
LP? Can we pay them in Thunder Crow? Because that would be ideal, honestly.
I've
We're
never
always
heard of
talking
that
about like,
being. Yeah, I've never heard of that being done. But yeah, an LP is just another token, so
right?
logically it makes sense. But I've never heard of that being done, and I'm wondering why. Right?
Yeah, me too.
Let me look into that. Let me look into that. I've never heard of someone being paid out in an LP.
I like being
But I
first.
wonder, well, I wonder, right? In an LP that auto compounds, isn't that what it's doing? Right?
Right, if it's auto compounding, for sure.
Let me look into that. I don't want to give you an answer and not be sure. So let me look into that and I'll get back to you.
No, I appreciate that, man. And the reason I say it's ideal is because we're always talking about sell pressure, buy pressure, and what do we ideally want the consumer to do with the rewards. And when we pay them out in Thunder, we want them to pair it with Crow and put it back in the pool. They win. Everybody wins.
So why don't we just create an auto compounding pool?
I'm down for
Right?
that too.
Wouldn't that solve
The
that
reason I
problem if
asked
we
what Scratch is doing is because I feel like it's important for the projects and for the community to have things following each other in a similar way because it makes sense to them,
Yeah. Consistency in the platform is
Yes.
definitely necessary. But I mean, we can always convert. Well, it's a single token. Let's figure that out. That sounds like an interesting problem, but
Yeah.
it sounds like one that could be resolved because it's already been done. Because I faintly remember being on VVS with LPs that were auto compound. I just can't remember for sure. Well, I can't remember for sure whether it was a single token staking or an LP staking. Because we already have the auto compound on the single stake candy.
Yeah, and I'm in there because it's like 11,000.
Just set it and forget it. Yeah.
That's a good one.
What I'm also doing is we're bringing on board like a few more of the NFT, the boosting. That's the one that we're having a little issue with the new testing. He just posted an announcement this morning, but that's the one that's being most resilient in our testing. But I'm hoping to have that resolved relatively soon. And then the in-game staking, that should be done by the 15th for sure. And we're just going down the list, buddy. One thing at a time. But your LPs should be ready no later than early next week.
That is awesome news, man. We got a lot coming next week from Thunder. So this'll fit right in. Not based. What's up?
Good morning, everybody. I want to say that I've seen the LP or the LP rewards coming from the MMO platform as well.
Like an auto compounding LP.
Yeah, it came out around like 3 or 4 months ago. Well, it had an auto compound feature, but you had a manual compound as well. Like you could choose either one. You could pair it up with the time. It was the time that the Matatas or Hakuna or whatever came out, and they were doing the LP pairs and rewarding LPs for pairing.
Right, I remember this too. And you can definitely, it can definitely be done. The place that we see this most commonly is like the yield aggregators, like Yield Wolf, and who does it over here? Beefy. They take your LPs and in a way to save gas and optimize performance, you take everybody's LPs, put them together, and farm them as one, and pay out all the holders in LP rewards. And you stake it with them, and your LP just grows, and your LP auto compounds. there's no reason why we can't do it. I think it would be a great stepping stone for this community to hold the LPs before they put them back in. Yeah, it's one transaction, but you can feel it. It's tactile. And that's what we're always doing is making these little steps, bridging these little gaps, and always looking back to make sure that everybody understands and everybody's moving forward. Speaking of which, you don't got to go home, but you can't stay here. These guys got a space going, so hop over there. Drink some water, brush your damn teeth, own your keys, own your crypto. This is DeFi, y'all. Don't forget that shit. Don't tell your seed phrase to anyone, please, and thank you. Write it down on a piece of paper. Put it someplace safe. Put it in a safe. And then show somebody else how to do this shit. Because it ain't easy. And we'll be back at 420. Roll your own crofam for life. Lots of love, y'all. Peace.